surplus from that is the income from the after making a profit. That's what income actually is. But a wage, when you work in your daily job, whatever money that they get contracted that you agree to get paid upon, that's all. That's not income. That's a wage, man. That's your labor actually. That's you on. That's what you is working for, man.
If I can say this real quick, but like Esau don't take an account of like how much you have to spend of that paycheck. You don't care what the circumstances are of the money that you need to use. You know. Yeah. He's just gonna take it right the hell out. You know, he don't care. He wants his money.
Yeah, right? That's a good point you made, because you have on like your pay stub or whatever, you have your gross pay, which is what you actually made, and you got your net pay, which is what you actually get to take home. But anytime you do something, you know what they go by? Your gross pay, not the money that you're actually bringing home and is able to spend. You know,
that's your net pay.
Exactly. And your net pay, man, that's what they should be going by, because that's after they take all that money out. Because you really, okay, so I made that money, but I really didn't see any of that money. Like child support is a perfect example. Child support is a perfect example. They don't take your net pay, meaning what you're actually bringing home. They take your gross, how much you were supposed to bring home. But you got Esau taking that damn money out. But see, Esau don't care. Pay your child support. That's what they say. Pay your damn child support. All right? And then if the woman's a fucking demon enough, they'll go back to the court and up it. So that means you gotta even pay more money.
Yeah, every time you get a pay raise.
If you get a raise, yep, child support goes up. You're making more money now, man. You gotta pay more now.
All that child support is just the state way getting back there some of that money that they either was paying subsidies to your woman or your child when you wasn't working or whatever. Basically, it's a way for the state to generate in your pockets and take your money when the state actually owns everybody.
Exactly.
So we all on Social Security numbers and birth certificates, warehouse receipts. And I like to say Salakia for the income thing is actually the profit that you make once you invest into a corporation or money that everybody come together as a body. And then any extra money, if you want to give that to the government, that's called considered income. After you done made the money back that you already put down. You know what I'm saying? After you already put all the money down, everybody, if you had 5 people, they all put $20 up, and they actually grossed $100, and then gross $200, that extra $100 would be considered income. But the first 100, after they gross their $20 back, that's just profit. I mean, it's fractional type of shit, but it's simple. When you go out just work for a man and y'all agree to such and such, I'll do this for you for $100. That's between you and that man, not between
well, I mean, that's a labor and a wage.
That's a wage,
you know? That's not income. You know?
If I say something about taxes too, like a lot of people say, well, you get some of that money back. That's fucking bullshit, man. Speaking from experience, I paid double, okay, because when I was working on my job, I only worked for like a half a year, so I would pay so much in taxes. But then coming back and working the full year, I paid double the taxes, but I got the same amount back. The fuck does that make any sense? And then people are telling me, well, the only way you're gonna get a lot back in your tax return is if you have a kid or if you're married. It still don't change the fact that you took out double, all right, what you did last year, all right, and only gave me back the same amount.
Yeah, that's robbery. That's robbery.
Yeah. You should have just took out the same amount there.
The thief cometh not but to kill and to steal. You know? And he's physically killed our people, all right? Mentally killed our people.
Or if they don't so-called take out enough.
And he's stealing off our labor.
If they don't take out enough, then they're gonna then you owe them. If they don't take out enough money, then you owe them money.
Yeah, they start accumulating interest.
Yeah.
And then
if you don't pay.
You got some bullshit called a school tax. What if I don't want to fucking support that school, man? I don't want to support that bullshit. Yeah.
You know, if you don't pay it, they're just gonna take out your paycheck with fees and everything.
They send you a demand letter.
Ain't like go to the damn school anymore. That's why all these teachers out here protesting.
Yeah. Now if I have kids, I'm sure I'm not sending them to no damn public school. All right. Or private. All right. Don't matter. I'm a teacher. Lord's will. To be honest with you, I don't have no damn kids on this side, man. You know? But if I did have a child, I wouldn't be sending them, and this is just me, but I wouldn't be sending them to no fucking public school. Alright?
Avoid that. I don't want my children, so I only have a child, but I don't want nobody. state owes the child.
Yeah.
That's why they make it mandatory when you go to school. You go to jail.
Yeah, because basically, you know, when you send your kid to school, man, they're basically trying to pre-program them. You know, they make them think a certain way.
Make them good slaves.
And that's why the scriptures talk about children being disobedient to parents. Where do you think they learn that disobedience? All right, from the mother, number one. All right, or from the woman, and from these school systems, right?
The scriptures tell you not to have many teachers. So you go through all those teachers, all those grade levels, different teacher.
Yep, that's right.
You're supposed to have one teacher, your father, and your heavenly father, because your dad is going to be going by, your father is going to be going by the heavenly father's guideline. His education is the Bible. That's all you really need to know in this world. So either how to add, read, and the scriptures. That's all you need to do.
Yep. And the schools, they regulate what your child learns anyway. That's why they have something called a school board. They basically decide what material to teach and what material not to. And the material that they teach is all garbage. You know? Yeah. Beyond the basics, such as English and mathematics, you know, all of that is garbage, man.
Because even with the history, you got to read between the lines.
Exactly.
You got to filter it. That's when your father come in, and a wise mother, if the Lord ever blessed you with that.
Yeah.
Filter through. That's why your parents are supposed to be brought up in this word.
Yeah, people probably try to mistake what we're saying for a lack of education. We ain't talking about lack of education. We're talking about the shit that Esau teaches in the school, man. It's not the truth. It's simple and plain. You know?
I just began education 5 years when I started picking up this Bible and learning.
Exactly.
That's when
well, wait a minute. That's why. Does not the scripture say renew?
Yep.
Renew yourself, man. All right. Renew the spirit of your mind. So basically, everything that you learned prior to the truth is all bullshit anyway. Yeah, go for it.
Basically, it was spirit because I was basically going through this, like flipping through shit. And y'all just happen to talk about schools and all this. But basically, I'm gonna just read the headline and more if I can. It says, this is September 23rd, 2002. It says, public school kids deliberately dumbed down to be automatons in global collective. Basically, your kids are being dumbed down just to be slave to society, okay? It says American public school children have been deliberately dumbed down and indoctrinated rather than educated. Wow.
So they're not enlightening you in there, they actually just making you docile and basically teaching you reflexes to what they want to keep reinforcing on you over and over. So you learn those institutionalized information that's really just to dumb down your mind, man. Your thinking process. It's teaching you how to think, not to think for yourself.
Yeah, because they don't teach you clearly. Since American public school children have been, this is in 2002. What about right now, man? It's even worse. Okay? American public school children have been deliberately dumbed down and indoctrinated rather than educated to accept the global plantation and the dissolution of American sovereignty and liberty.
And the word educate is from the Latin educare, which means to draw from within or to induce. So you get the word, like when a woman is going through labor pains, they actually induce the labor so what is in her can come forth. So real education is drawing out what the Heavenly Father already instilled in that man's anyway. It's already within them. It's like this truth is in us. For us to wake up to this word, it was already in us from the beginning.
It says, that's the shocking thesis put forth in a carefully documented 750-page volume entitled The Deliberate Dumbing Down of America by Charlotte Eisenberg. It's like,
dumb you down, man. Let's make you obedient servers, subjected to their rules, their authority, and their ways and their manners of life. It's going to have you worshiping Halloween, because they always have all those holidays throughout school. Saying Easter Bunny, they indoctrinate your children to worship idols. Okay? And then in the school system, they serve pork. What if you eat with pork? I mean, your child's eating all types of abominable foods. Okay, and there's many cases too where the teachers are having sex with the children.
Oh yeah, my goodness.
You're sending your children to pass through the fire of Molech, like the scriptures say.
Yeah, and a lot of these male teachers, they're Edomites, they're fucking pedophiles, man.
Oh yeah.
According to go ahead. I was just gonna say that according to a Fox News report, all right, not necessarily them, but the information comes from the FBI. The FBI says that 88% of all pedophiles are Caucasian males, man. Caucasian males. Even the Pentagon, these higher-ups in the Pentagon got busted for child porn, man. That just goes to show you that Esau's the real fucking pedophile.
You got some teachers feeding kids sperm.
Oh, my goodness, that's right. Yeah,
roaches,
I remember that story. Yeah, he put shit around their eyes and was making them do a taste test and shit, man. And feeding them fucking his semen. That's fucking perverse, man. To even conjure up a fucking idea like that and then to put it into action is perverse, man.
That's why this education system is a big factor of our people, because you ain't gonna wake up to this devil, because you all been institutionalized since you was 4 or 5 years old. So if the Lord don't got it in the will for you to be enlightened with the real truth of the Lord, and who your enemy is, you're gonna be stuck in there. So you see the devil, you hear about, if I hear one devil feeding sperm, I'm gonna, assimilate that to all devils. That's how we think. We look at the bigger picture of things. We ain't gonna say, okay, that's just one of them that did it. No, they all gonna have the potential ability.
They're all part of the same fold.
Part of the same fold, yes. That's their nation. That's their gene, man.
And when the Lord said that Esau's the border of wickedness, think of it that way. He was talking about the whole
nation.
Yeah, entirety of the man Esau and his offspring. You know, that ain't secluded to just one Edomite, man. That's all Esau, man.
And it said his seed is spoiled. So that means he's perverse. He's a spoiled seed, means he's bad.
So all Edomites are no good, man.
Yep. And anyone that's so-called not rehabilitated but not molested people, he want to, but he just ain't in a position to do it right now.
Yeah.
And he'll molest your children too, you leave them alone, and they'll do it because that's the gene the Lord designed them to be, the devil.
First.
Just read some more excerpts from this article. It says, no child will be left behind. You must ask yourself what that means. It has nothing. It has nothing to do with education. It has nothing to do with education. It has to do with reaching the lowest common denominator and getting rid of any academics, because corporations, certainly the multinationals, don't want intelligent workers.
There you go. Yeah, because they basically want you to have an obey and command mentality. You do what we say. That's why I used to argue the point, you know, when they talk about how much we have this freedom, all right, I have made the statement a long time ago, well, if I really did have freedom, okay, like basically to do something that, well, I'll just give you an example. When I'm in high school, if I want to go to the bathroom, am I able to just up and leave the classroom, or do I actually put my hand up, say, sir, Mrs., may I go to the bathroom? So they got to give me the command or permission rather, to go to the bathroom, just to piss, you know?
That's overriding your parents.
So that mentality, you know, you got to be like, okay, you know, man, fuck that homo shit, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because that's basically what they're trying to do, degeneration, man.
And you look at these authorities.
Take away your masculinity amongst the men, okay? Allow these women to be whores. The high school I went to, these bitches fucking wore all kinds of revealing clothing, you know?
Yeah.
And then basically, they commanded, though, because I went to a couple of different schools, they basically didn't allow the one school to wear what you wanted no more. You had to wear a uniform. But then these major corporations just make a profit out that. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, well, we'll just make the dress code entire and we'll just market it. That's all. Just market it, you know? And the clothes are just as revealing. Real tight and all that. Short skirts, All the thing that changed was the color scheme, really. This dress code thing is completely bullshit. Amongst these public schools, anyway. It's like, what was your